In our last video, I spoke about feelings and how important it is that they need to be felt because they are such an important part of our life, of our relationships, and last but not least, they are a crucial part of our intimacy. Having said that, you would be probably surprised how many couples live a life which is either completely sexless or the frequency of their lovemaking is very rare, or the sex they are having is not satisfying for either one or usually both of them. On top of that, those people think it's just us. Everyone else is having this beautiful, passionate relationship, and it's only me who doesn't feel anything, who is frustrated, who is asking for sex and there is nothing, or who is being asked for sex and wants not to have any. Not having a fulfilling sex life together may be painful, and consciously or unconsciously, it can also support tension in our bodies and more conflict, more anger, more frustration in our relationship. Therefore, we may feel like complaining about things and about the other partner and just not being nice to each other just because there is no loving connection between our bodies. At the same time, I need to say that what we learned about sexuality, what is the, let's say, common sense of what is sex and how should it look like, this common sense picture of sex being hot, being exciting, this picture about arousal and orgasm and multi-orgasms and make it fast and easy, it's just something most of us can't live in our lives. We cannot live this picture of passionate sex in a long-term relationship. And the reason is because there is something missing. We need to expand our understanding of sexuality in order to have a more fulfilling and deep and loving sex life. Lovemaking, which is joyful and not only doesn't disappear after a few years, but grows, is deeper, is more beautiful, more intense as you are growing older together. In order to have that, usually you need to learn about intimacy. Maybe you know enough to be aroused and you know how to create children, but there is so much more to lovemaking than procreation and arousal. I'm really passionate about sharing those insights and how-tos with you in more detail in my online program for couples. And in this video, I will give you a few hints so that you can implement something right now, today, in your relationship. First of all, I would like to say, don't give up on your intimacy. If you are in a situation where you are having little or no physical contact, just create those moments consciously. Really take time to come together and to touch each other, hold each other, embrace each other, to be naked together with no agenda. Because this is what usually stops us, the idea that I should be aroused, he or she should be aroused, we must get aroused and we must have orgasm. And for many people, this is like a block, like, oh, I don't feel like making sex. I am not going to be erected. I don't feel open enough to make love. And at the same time, we are sort of pushy to ourselves, having this idea that we should get aroused and we should make it fast. And most people, they don't want to participate in that, which creates a situation with very little or no touch. And I would like to invite you to have the perspective of not making arousal together, but making love together. And really, love making is the opportunity for us to take our bodies and allow our bodies to make love with each other. So often we have some conflict in our mind. It's our thoughts which are stopping us. However, if we allow our bodies to be together without agenda, without overthinking, and just really dive in the moment of touching each other, feeling each other's skin, deepening our breath, really being in our bodies, feeling our body, feeling our feelings, feeling the smell of the other, and just kind of meditate in those moments of being together. This is something which creates profound bliss, especially when you practice this over time. Of course, there is so much more to learn and to be explained. However, this is very profound and it's so easy. Therefore, my invitation for you is really make time on a daily basis to meet together as two loving bodies. No thoughts, no talking, no analyzing and discussing. Just make space for your bodies to be together and to love each other. Just enjoy the simplicity of holding each other's hand and really feeling, the temperature of his or her hand, the skin, maybe how they smell. Just be mindful and present with the body of the other person. And consciously make this a daily routine. You can take a really short time. If you feel busy, just make a routine of 5 or 10 minutes a day. Make it easy for you. You can find 5 minutes a day together unless one of you is traveling. So really take those 5 minutes, be it in the evening, in the middle of the night, in the morning, depending on your lifestyle and daily routines. But really create those 5 or 10 minutes together, and you are not talking, you are breathing deeply, and consciously you feel your body and your partner's body. And you can enjoy whatever you want to. My recommendation is not to try to stimulate each other, because there is some agenda, there is a goal. In stimulation, we have a goal. We want to be somewhere in few minutes or some time. So implementing stimulation is not the best way, because we may feel pushed. I would like to invite you to be really present in that moment, because this is how bliss unfolds. Most of us, we have the most beautiful memories of the beginnings of our relationship. Why? Because it was so new, it was so fresh, and we were completely present. When we started to touch each other, we didn't know what will be the next move. We didn't know how it will feel, how it feels. We just had no agenda. It was so fresh, and it allowed us to be there with all our senses and total presence. This is why it felt so blissful, because it was us being present. However, after a few months or a few years, so many people are thinking today while they are making love. They are thinking about the work that should be done the next day, the groceries, whatever, all kinds of stuff. We are not present. Therefore, create those moments of bodily presence with each other. And, one day you may just hold each other's hand and go for a walk together, and you are not speaking, you are just feeling the other. And another day you may want to sit down together in the sofa, but no television on, no talking, no small talk, no discussions. Again, just feel each other's presence, feel his or her body, how it's touching. Another day you may choose to give a massage to each other, foot massage, back and neck, or stroke her hair. Again, no talking. Be fully present with the touch you are giving and or experiencing. What will help you to be more present is your breath. The breath is the key to presence and to feeling deeper. As you inhale more deeply and exhale more deeply, you will find out that you are more present and that your feelings are more intense. It will also help you not to be distracted with your thoughts. And as you are breathing and you are more present, at some point it may happen that you will feel your emotions rising. Maybe some sadness, maybe some frustration. Don't be scared, it's just a feeling. There is nothing to do about it. No discussion, no getting rid of. Just notice how it feels in your body. Is it hot? Is it cold? Does it make you feel expanding or tensing? Just observe what's going on in your body, and therefore you will help yourself not to think about it so much. Observe the movement of your feeling in your body, and then at some point you will notice how it leaves your system, how it's done. Maybe you will shed few tears and then feel some kind of relief. You don't have to do anything about your feelings, but feel them and allow them to be felt and released. Allow them to go. As you are watching this process of emotions coming up and leaving your system, you will discover that after each wave, there is more space inside you, more space for joy, for love, for connection. And this is how we are actually healing ourselves, how we are opening up for more joy and love in ourselves and with each other. Of course, there is so much more to learn about the woman's body, the man's body. We can really expand our knowledge about ourselves and the other. We can deepen our knowledge on how to touch each other, and it's really good to know. However, the basics are in being present and being loving and having no agenda at all. This is the ground for profound, blissful experiences. I guarantee that if you make space every day to be intimate in this way with your partner, no talking, just feeling each other's bodily presence, it will transform your relationship. It's also the ground for a very passionate lovemaking. However, in your daily practice, you don't push yourself or your partner towards desire and passion. Maybe on some days you will feel it, and there will be other days where there is no desire, it's just the two of you being together. Observe the different qualities which you have together day by day. If you enjoyed this little video series and maybe you are already benefiting from implementing some of the advice I gave you, you may want to explore more. Therefore, I prepared for you a program which is online for couples, and you can learn in so much more depth and detail on how to create a beautiful, meaningful, loving and passionate relationship which deepens in love and grows in passion over time. In this program, I am giving you the context, information, explanations. Basically, I am expanding and transforming your view on relationships and intimacy. At the same time, I am giving you exercises which you can do at home so that you not only have the knowledge and insight, but also a practical experience in your life, which is at the end what transforms the quality of your relationship. This program is for people who want to improve their relationship, who want to save their relationship, or for individuals who just want to learn. Even if you don't have a partner, you may be curious to learn and get knowledge on how to create your next relationship, how not to repeat the same mistakes, and how to give solid ground to your loving and passionate relationship. You may also want to come to one of my retreats with your partner, where you can learn and embody in a very intense and fast way. And those, usually it's weekends, can really transform your relationship on so many levels. Last but not the least, you may want to seek out my individual guidance, and I can work with you individually, with you or with you as a couple, and guide you through step by step in those areas where you need support. You can also read through my articles, you can check out my YouTube channel and subscribe, and I will be so happy to be your guide, because I know that also you can so much improve in your life and in your relationship. You too can experience the fullness of love and the intensity of passion which you didn't even think is possible. I wish for you a life of joy, meaning, love, vitality and passion. If you feel inspired, don't hesitate and enter my online program, because this way you can start learning immediately. Don't wait to make your life better, just do it now.